Hey, GM everyone. Little Panda here. Going on stream today to set up a prop house round for MFR Builder DAO. So I'm going to get that going and walk through it. And yeah, right now I'm going to put on some music and pull up the prop that we're going to that we use to fund this round. It's going to be right here. And try and get an audience. That's always a challenge, but something I got to work on. All right. So here we go. We are proposal 10. Love the Builder DAO shipping this. They used to not have proposal numbers, so that has just been shipped. It was executed. I'd love if this would a link to the executed transaction. So what does this do? Well, let me try and get some audience here first. All right. All right. So let's get back to it. This is proposal 10 that I set up, and this was based on this snapshot right here. Let me show you all this. Right here, the winning bid was 5 by 0.5 ETH round. Just barely won by 1 vote, but that's what we're doing. So here we go. We ran the proposal here a while ago. It ended on the 15th. Quorum was 29. We had 78 yes, 7 no. The eligible voters were eligible at this snapshot right here, this block. What this does is executing this transaction is going to send 2.5 ETH to a multi-sig. Then it's going to fund each of these as multi-sig signers because they are going to award the ETH out to execute the prop house round. And so what I need to do today, oops, I'm sharing the wrong thing there. Again, this is proposal 10, MFR Builder DAO. So I have been DMing with Seneca, Crypto Seneca, the king of Prop House, and he has sent me a round creation form, which I'll share right here. It's for MFR Builder DAO. What is the round name? MFR Builders do what they want. Round description. MFR Builders do what they want. When does the round proposing period start? Let's say Wednesday night, the 1st. So we are doing Wednesday the 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern. Here's my GM. Can't add you because you don't have a device connected. GM, just setting up this prop house round. Want to keep a record of it, just because there's always clear to, want to do the right thing. Been talking through this for a while and had a little trouble getting feedback, people weighing in. Yeah, interesting here. When does the proposing period start? When does the round voting period start? So it's going to be 3/8/22 at 7 p.m. Eastern. And this will be 3/15/22 at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, let me just make sure. These dates right. March 1st is a Wednesday. That's what we talked about. March 8th. So Wednesday, that's also what we talked about. March 15th. Boom. So we talked about over the weekend, but in my experience, basically everyone in crypto tunes out Friday to Sunday. So those are bad days to kind of end on. So that's why Wednesday and in the middle of the week. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, I think most of the MFR builders are kind of North American type time zones. And kind of after the work hours, it's going to be when the round would end. Of course, you have the whole week to vote. But this is my thought process here. We're doing 5 at 0.5 ETH. And here we go. I'm going to sign this. Using the beautiful address board, which has just really nice UI. I've used this for a little funding. It's used definitely around the Nanoverse. Love that it saves my form entry. I have to submit again. Here it comes. Boom. Sign that. Done. Here's my, who do we have? MFR1's GM. Welcome to the stream. MFR1's, you are live. You are muted. Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Got you now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my connection or what.
Can hear you just fine.
So how's it going?
Good.
So I saw your message in the group. Do you need any help or stuff?
I just kind of wanted to make a record of this, have someone come by. But no, I got it. I just made the decisions and got it done.
Oh, amazing. So
Yeah.
I had 5 minutes and tried to join.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Definitely don't need your help, but I appreciate having you here. Yeah, it's just a lot of work to kind of keep the communication going between the DAOs. So I'm just doing what I can to kind of keep engagement.
So how's the DAO stuff going?
It's going well. We got our prop house round funded and executed. So let's see. Yeah, we're ready to go. We got 2.5 ETH now in that multi-sig.
Oh, the V1.2 like update?
Sorry, not understanding.
I mean, like the V1 1.2 update or stuff?
Oh yeah, that one that hasn't quite finished. I'm talking about the funding the multi-sig for the prop house. So we sent 2.5 ETH to this multi-sig to do the prop house, and then we sent small amounts to the multi-sig signers. That same transaction.
Oh, there's a multi-signer stuff now?
Just to execute the prop house round.
Oh, got you. So how many tokens we have now? Like we're about to 350?
In the treasury, we have 3.28 ETH.
I mean, like, what's the tokens count? Like, we're at 350 tokens or stuff?
340.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because like I saw that the 340 was seen. I was thinking we had more. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, like, where does this live go? Where, like, I mean, is this the Twitch live or
Yeah, it
stuff?
goes to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see if have you looked at Prop House at all? At doing any work over at Prop House?
I mean, not yet.
Because for art, there are a lot of good opportunities. I'll show you if you have a minute. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, I still have a minute and then I have to go because it's already past time over here and I have to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, so for Lil Nouns, we have this thing where we're giving away 0.4 ETH to the top 5 winners. And so I just made this, in Figma. It's pretty crude, but I took our
That's cool.
nouns and I put it on the Last Supper. And if I get the top 5 votes, I'm going to get paid 0.4 ETH just for doing this.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I mean, probably tomorrow or when you have time. I need you to explain me more.
Yeah, well, this is what we're funding. We're funding an MFR Builder DAO round using this thing called Prop House, where people can go and propose ideas and get paid for art, for live streams, for whatever. So like I'm getting paid basically right now to run this live stream.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing.
I know. It's really amazing.
Yeah. In the last days I haven't had much time, but this stuff makes me really excited. That's amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, buddy, it was really a pleasure being here with you. But unluckily, as I told you, I have to go because I'm getting up early tomorrow for work. So wish you an amazing stream and an amazing rest of the day. See you around soon.
Cheers.
Love you. Take care. Cheers.
GN.
So this is eBoy. Wait, hold on. This is eBoy. There are 3 of them. They're computer artists or artists that use computers.
I think we are 3 guys that work with pixels and make images.
Images like a chair or that robot from RoboCop, some nude hippies, a cool car.
In the end, we do everything with a pen tool. So that's the most basic tool in Photoshop is used to draw each pixel.
The size of the pen tool is just 1 pixel, 1 by 1.
Everything is made like this, 1 pixel at a time. So it's really labor intensive, but they've been doing it for nearly 20 years. So they've made a lot of stuff, like a ton of stuff. So here they are again, E-Boy. Freeze frame. Sven, Kai, and Steffen. They all met here in Berlin, the capital of Germany, home of the Brandenburg Gate, the Berlin Wall, sausage walkers, and world-class graffiti. Steffen and Sven have been friends since they were teenagers. Then when they met Kai in the mid-90s, the group was complete. Between the three of them, they've made images of Honda, Adobe, Yahoo, Total, Groove Armada, Uniqlo, Mountain Dew, Asics, Xbox, Lacoste, DKNY, Haribo, HBO.
Kid Robot, we work with Nike a lot, Paul Smith, Adidas as well, with Coca-Cola, New York Times magazine, Wired magazine.
But that's just to pay the rent. I mean, what they're really excited about are these giant pixel cities they build in their free time. They're pixel versions of real cities.
Because people know New York, for example, and they see a interpretation of New York, and that's always interesting to see. Something you know, how it's seen from a different side.
They've actually built a lot of cities: Berlin, Venice, London, Cologne, New York, Tokyo, Baltimore, Los Angeles, Paris, Rio, and Marseille. And they call them pixoramas, pixelized, stylized versions of cities. Working in their free time, each one takes 2 or 3 years to complete. And as of today, they've created over 9,000 little parts.
We have a huge database with thousands of objects in it, and everything can be reused. The Pixel is a modular.
Now this is the key.
So you can very easily reuse pixels and combine them.
So like you can get this car and then take this guy out and put this other guy in, or take away his eye or whatever. Also, everything is isometric.
So the things that are in front have the same size as the things that are in back.
So I can take this topless lady and have her move all the way over to this construction site, or have her hang out at this rooftop barbecue. You can move her wherever you want, and she'll always be topless, always the right scale. This is a doner. It's a lot like a gyro, but it has like different vegetables, different sauces. Doners are delicious. There's even a donor place in their Berlin Pixelrama. Look at all this stuff. Look at all the detail. Why would anyone devote their life to building something like this?
What's funny is that at home we had a picture from Bruegel. Do you know Bruegel? And I grew up with it, and it's a scene with a lot of people.
Of course, Bruegel. All those little details. That little universe. Frozen in time. Could it be that when Kai was a kid, life outside his home was too complex, full of confusion and constantly changing? But the world of the painting never changed. He could examine it, understand it, and maybe now, that's what he does with our world.
To be honest, I don't think it has anything to do with what we do.
Maybe unconsciously.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
It turns out it was more practical than that.
For example, you design something on a computer, a layout for an image. You just do something on your screen. Then when you go to print, you have to deal with a different color space. You have a CMYK versus RGB on the screen. Then you have to deal with the printer who uses some kind of special inks. And then you have to deal with a guy that puts more ink or less ink. And so the result for me I was never happy about anything I printed. I could live with it, but more often than not, I was like, I like to make a thing and then that's the thing. But the bad thing about making one thing is that you cannot copy it. So I wanted to become an artist at some point, but I didn't want to make stuff that is I have to sell to live, and then that guy puts it on his wall, which might be nice or not. I would never see that stuff again. I hated to leave it alone. So that was the reason why digitally was so extremely important, being able to share without having to leave your work.
They say a common sign that a pixelrama isn't complete is if you look around it and you can't find anywhere you'd like to be.
We have a theory that there has to be a place where you have to be able to relax. So if everything is just in your face, I don't want to be there. So if you see that it's not, we cannot go into it, it might be a source of a problem. So for example, here you have this scene in a cafe where the guys are sitting with the computers. And that's, for example, a place I think everyone from us would, I'd love to be there.
Yeah, there are all these Apple employees working, the blue shirts. They're not working, they're having their lunch, or I don't know, their coffee.
Genius lunch.
But they didn't always have genius lunches. I mean, up until the fall of the Berlin Wall, both Sven and Stefan lived in East Berlin.
When you are a teenager and you see that you can't go through the wall, you see the wall every day and you can't travel, so, and you see it on television, the West, all the cool stuff. All the bands played in West Berlin, so you could hear it in the radio, but you couldn't go there. So but we had some cool stuff going on too, like East German bands playing in like churches and stuff, like in really strange places. It was very, very cool as well, but that weren't the bands we wanted to see in the first place. So, but growing up in East Germany was pretty normal.
It was a bit like a surreal moment when all of a sudden you can go to the other side of the city. It was before it was like a secret hidden world, and now it was just possible, and it took a while to believe it that it's now normal.
For me, it was like I really, after the wall came down, there was advertising everywhere. So back then, East Germany was really like black and white. Everything was kind of the same. I remember I first went to like a supermarket, and it was like a gallery. All those cereal packages and boxes, and it was so exciting. Just a really cheap supermarket here in this area.
It seems like everything they're excited about eventually gets immortalized in pixels and given a home in their cities. And they're pretty much excited about everything.
For us, it's very important to have time to play, really.
Sit-ups, 1, 2, 3.
We are really lucky to have met. You see it on bands sometimes. It's just luck that somehow they met and it was a good fit. And for us, it's just good that we are happy and we can live from it. And we enjoy our work, and that's great, I guess.
What a video. Hmm.
Three, two, one. Oh, hello. Are you here to set up a Rainbow Ethereum wallet? Marvelous. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello. Are you here to set up a Rainbow Ethereum wallet? Marvelous. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello. Are you here to set up a Rainbow Ethereum wallet? Marvelous. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Sure.